Ever since I've asked about the Hopi prophecy, the blue star Kachina, I've been seeing blue stars. Look on the freeway right now. Wait, watch this. There go another one. You see it? You see it right there on the freeway, right there. You see? I'm being hunted by blue stars. The Most High is putting it right in my face. This morning I wake up, I see that it's raining. I'm feeling real good. I'm not going to do my run. I don't run in this type of rain. This morning it was pouring down, and I wasn't going to just get soaked. That's how you get sick. Sometimes it's wise to just relax. And no, I'm not breaking the program, the Forever 21 program. I'm not breaking it. I already mastered that shit. I'm just taking a break. You hear what I'm saying? Like I said, all yesterday, I was irritated. I had negative energy. I didn't make a video. I didn't receive or send any phone calls. I didn't want to spread this negative energy to nobody, so I purposely isolated myself yesterday. This morning, I started thinking, what got me upset? November 19th, 2025, I woke up yesterday. I was so angry. I forgot why I was angry until this morning. I started meditating. Why was I so angry? Why was I full of anger yesterday? Then I remembered. I remember one of the last videos I watched before I went to sleep. I'm subscribed to this person. I like this person other videos. But in this video, this person is asking, why are you gangstalked? What make you so special? They said you're not a celebrity. You don't have no cure for diseases. You don't got the Nobel Peace Prize. Who are you? And this person is asking all TIs, SR&BG, and why are you being gangstalked? You know, this question, it irritated me because this is a trigger question. This is the question that my mother used to ask. This is the question that my best friend used to ask. This is the question that everybody used to ask. What makes you so special that people will spend all this time and energy gang stalking you? And at the time, it wasn't no internet. It wasn't no people making videos. You could just go to the videos. We didn't even have a name for it. So they got me. They shut me up. They shut me up with that question because I didn't know who I was back then. I didn't know that we were master manifestors. I didn't know that these people could read the future, that they had people working for them that could read the stars. I didn't know none of this. So when they asked that question, why are you being gangstalked? Who are you? What make you so important? I didn't know what to say. I was on drugs. I was homeless. But I was being gangstalked. It made me feel crazy, man. As soon as I'm telling the story, as soon as I'm giving them all of these experiences and telling them the stuff that I'm going through, it's like they'll wait and then they'll hit me with, what make you so special? Before I get any further into this video, first of all, I want to say another blue star truck. I got it too high. You can't see it. But it's pulling up in there, so it's pulling up across the street, so you might be able to see it. Before I get any further into this video, I want to thank everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you in your situations. Just in case you don't make it to the end of the video, I wanted to thank you now. Thank you. And I mean that. Why are you being gang-stalked? You see, back then, when we didn't have the internet, they used to win. Because, like I said, we were isolated. The people that knew what was going on, they used to play like they didn't know what was going on. See, that used to get on my nerves the most, because I could look in the person's eyes and tell if they know what's going on or if they just dumb to the whole situation. They knew exactly what was going on, and there was flying monkeys that didn't know. They just went with the smear campaign. They had us. I felt bad because I really was being gang-stalked, but this question, who are you? Why are you even being gang-stalked? You mean to tell me that they're going to spend all this money to follow you and put this big plan together? I think you're losing your mind, Wormwood. Tell me. I'm going to tell you exactly why people are being gang-stalked. I know you already heard that you offended the wrong person. Okay, some people are being gang-stalked because they offended powerful people. They were either working with them or inside of some type of code or coven. Whatever the case, they offended powerful people. And those powerful people, they put a team on them. And they use these gang stalking tactics. That's a small number of TIs. The rest of the TIs, the chosen ones who didn't offend anybody, the ones who was being gang stalked from birth. One of the reasons they gang stalking you is because they knew you would wake up. They've been monitoring you your whole life, even before you was born. Just like John Connor. That's Sarah Connor's son, the Terminator. Why was Sarah Connor being gang stalked on the Terminator, the first Terminator? Yeah, she was being gang stalked. Why was she being gang stalked? Why was the Terminator, why did he come all the way from the future to take her out? Why? Because they can read the future. They have soothsayers. They have people that can look at the stars. They knew that we was coming. Sarah Connor was being gang stalked not because she was the chosen. She was being gang stalked because she was holding the chosen seed inside of her. You see, we get gang stalked for different reasons, but one of the main reasons is because they know we would wake up. They know that we are the chosen ones. A lot of our parents, they were gang stalked. They just couldn't take it. And they gave in. Many are called, but few are chosen. They gave in. They signed the deal. They couldn't take the isolation and the threat of being homeless. And I forgive them. This question, it ruined my whole day yesterday because, you know, when you in this program, you learn how to ignore things. You learn how to make the tactics work for you and channel the negative energy and all of that. But sometimes it's a straw that breaks the camel's back. And that was the straw that broke my damn back yesterday. You mean to tell me you have all of these TIs online? This isn't like 1995 or 2003. You have different TIs from different walks of life, speaking different languages, but saying the same thing. So no, this isn't just an illusion. This isn't just mass hysteria or something like that. They already knew that we are the X-Men. They knew this generations ago, thousands of years ago. They knew about today because to them, time don't exist. So they already knew who you are. They gang stalked people who was associated with you, and those people, they tapped out. These people didn't even ask questions because they already gave them the script. You was the crazy one. You was the weird one. You the troublemaker. You the black sheep. While the whole time they knew that you was going to activate. So no, TIs, the majority of all TIs, we're not celebrities. We're not Kanye West and Michael Jordan and Brad Pitt. We don't have Nobel Peace Prizes. This program is deeper than that. For you to be only thinking on that level, you're not even on the level. This gang stalking program is way deeper than you being famous. Okay, if this person is famous and this person is very intelligent, we're gonna gang stalk them. The majority of people who's intelligent and who has influence, they don't get gang stalked because they already bought. They ain't gotta gang stalk no damn Tom Cruise. They don't gotta gang stalk the people to get the Nobel Peace Prize because the Nobel Peace Prize winners are them. This is why they gang stalk us, because they already know that we come to tear they shit down. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for gang stalking us. I would. You think they just gang stalk us for fun? You think that all of these people, all of these different people is getting up on here and saying the same thing just because it's just fun? Yeah, at first they was able to ask that question and put a muzzle on us because we didn't know who we was. This is why one of the first things that the Oracle told Neo when they first met was, know thyself. When you know yourself, then you know exactly why you getting gang stalked. The second reason they gang stalk us is because of experiment. Physical, mental, and spiritual experiments. The average person, the average low viber, the average NPC, they can't survive the experiments. They can't survive the poison that they shoot up in us. They can't survive the mental experiments like the rug pull tactic. They will put somebody in this woman's life and it will have an expiration date. This guy in her life knows that on January 28th, he's going to turn into a dog. And there's a team coaching him. She don't even know that. She think they're about to get married. This dude is about to purposely leave, purposely break her heart so they can examine that shit. And the average NPC, they can't deal with this level of trauma and abuse that we get put through. Look, if an NPC get put through the isolation tactic, abandonment, man, they can't even pass gang stalking level 2. They'll take themselves out. If they try to pull this rug pull tactic on an NPC or a low viber, man, that man to take out his whole damn family, man. We will deal with it. We will transmute that negative energy. See, that's what they're studying. Why don't you just snap? Okay, let's put them through another mental experiment. Let's take everything away from them and see how they face homelessness. You see the average NPC and low viber, they're still on Skid Row. I can go to the last place I was homeless and see the same damn people. And they trying to figure, how did you make it out? Why are you stronger than us? Spiritually, they do spiritual experiments on us. They send some strong entities. They cannot send these entities to regular people, because if they not really protected, then they will wind up doing that Katoya J. If they not really protected, they glow turns into Enochs. You understanding what I'm saying? You have to be real strong to survive this program. And the reason why is because they're going to put you through so many experiments. This is how they test out their spiritual warfare weapons. They test them out on us. They don't just create something and then just put it out in the public. And they don't just use monkeys in the lab. They use real people, Tuskegee Airmen and all of that. You hear what I'm saying? Well, not Tuskegee Airmen. You know the Tuskegee syphilis. And you know that they wasn't testing syphilis and what syphilis does. They was testing how the hell do this person not even know they got shot up with some shit and they not showing no signs of it. Okay, 17 of them just died. We don't care about that. We know exactly what syphilis will do to their ass. But how did this one person, this one right here, that one at 1%, that one, it just went away. Hey, Johnny, did you shoot him up with a lot of syphilis? Yes, we gave him the whole dose, Bob. Wow. That's what they're testing, our immortality, the way that we can eat up their venom and spit it out, and the rest of the world, they can't. The physical experiments are also because of these 15-minute cities that they're supposed to be building. What do you think the voice to skull is? You think they just doing it to have fun? No, it's an experiment. They're going to use that voice to skull on everybody who go to these FEMA camps in these 15-minute cities and get all of these shots. We're just the experiments because we can handle it. Do you even understand what I'm saying? You know when the targeted individuals say, yeah, I'm being burnt by electrical weapons. Yes, that's real. But they're not just doing it to just have fun. No, they're going to do that to everybody in the FEMA camps in the 15-minute cities. We're just the experiment. We're just like the guinea pigs. Why? Because we can handle it. We can handle it. You hear what I'm saying? That's what that's about, man. That's why we're being gangstalked. Some of us are already celebrities. We just not living in that reality yet. This person who asked, why are y'all even being gangstalked? They're putting it on a level of psychosis and stuff, but this person always quotes out the Bible and talk about Jesus. You see, that's what I don't even understand. It's usually the ones who's real deep in the church house that ask these questions. Why was Jesus being gangstalked? He wasn't a damn celebrity. He was homeless. People worship Jesus and don't even realize that this dude was being gangstalked too. He didn't even like the dysfunctional families. He spoke against dysfunctional families, man. He said that he didn't come to bring peace. He came to bring a sword to separate you from your dysfunctional families, from all of these people that have you running on these low vibing programs. He came to separate the daughter and from the mother and the son from the father. He ain't come to kumbaya and shit. So why was he being gang stalked? You hear what I'm saying? A lot of TIs, the chosen ones, we are the celebrities. That's why I say get on SR&BG, because when you really get the glow, when these people really start dropping off, they dropping right now, but really we about to really start seeing, it's going to pick up. When it really pick up and we're really getting our energy back, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to want to sleep with you and just touch you. They're just going to want to touch the hem of your garment. So you're going to have to protect your seed. And body gangs, because you're going to have to fly and travel all over the world. People are going to need us. These false teachers and preachers and these religious gurus that then bit the fruit. These people that was living in an illusion attached to the matrix. It's a wrap. Nobody ain't gonna want to listen to them no more. Nobody's gonna want to listen to the P. Diddy's and the entertainers and the sports players and things like that. Those are the ones who was telling us to go put the poison in us. Everybody is waking up. Nobody's gonna listen to them no more. They're losing their influence. So you're gonna have the body gangs. You're gonna have to look strong and healthy and stand up straight with your head up when you're giving all of these interviews on how to save this damn planet. You hear what I'm saying? This is why they gang stalking us, because they fear us. I could have just ended the video right there. That's why they gang stalking us. Because they fear us. They know exactly who we were before we even knew who we were. Now we know who we are. All praises to the Most High. Thank you to everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you and your situations. Peace.